On the 15th day of Vlogmas, Spenelli brought to you the Barking About Books tag.
Don't you want to wear the glasses? You kind of look like you're wearing them.
New location? Not really. I'm just trying to sit on the floor so that I could get a good picture with Dwight, but he's really not participating. If you follow me, you know that I have two really amazing dogs, Dwight and Kingston. Dwight is a little more into the camera, whereas Kingston is not. But today, I think Dwight, who is literally staring at me right now, just wants to be out of this room. And that's okay. So I'm doing the Barking About Books tag, and I was tagged by Tara over at Buzzword Books. If you have not already started following Tara, go over there and check her out. She is so sweet. I've done a buddy read with her, and she is just amazing. The tag itself was originally created by Eric over at Break Even Books, who has a great channel as well. So definitely make sure you check out both of their channels and subscribe. While you're at it, subscribe to my channel, if you haven't already, that is. Hit that notification bell and make sure that you get all of my videos when they are fresh. Okay, so let's get right into the tag. Now these tags all revolve around doggies, because doggies are so cute. Yeah, he's really just like, please let me out of this room. Anywho, the first prompt is, I've got a bone to pick with you. Name a book that was good until it wasn't. You were enjoying it and then it ended up disappointing you. I had a hard time thinking about this, so I went with a book that's actually backwards, which isn't the prompt, but it's what I'm going to do today. So a book that I did not enjoy until basically chapter 20. And then I started enjoying it. So it was disappointing me until it wasn't, so backwards, was Daphne du Maurier's Rebecca. Now, if you're familiar, you've probably heard about this book a million times on BookTube. That's why I wanted to pick it up. It was one of the first books I ever heard on BookTube. And quite frankly, the first 20 chapters for me were boring. It's about this woman. She meets this man at this hotel. They fall in love. They get married. She goes to his estate and is basically haunted by the memory of his previous wife, who is dead. Super boring. Up until chapter 20. And then it gets really exciting. And then it's done. I did still rate this, I think, like a 4-star review, so, I mean, I definitely still recommend it, but it's a lot of getting through before you can get into some good parts. The second prompt, welcome home. Name a book or series that gives you the warm feelings of home. So for this prompt, I actually went with a couple of authors that I really consider my home when it comes to reading their books. And those two authors were Debbie Macomber and Mitch Albom. Anytime I read any of their books, I just feel really warm and cozy, and I just feel fulfilled. Even if their books aren't the best, I just feel comfortable reading their styles and the topics that they cover. So I always feel really at home with Debbie Macomber and Mitch Albom. So they're definitely two of my favorite authors. Next prompt, Ruffin It. Name a book that has a journey or travel element in it. For this one, I picked Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. Now, even though this isn't one of my favorite books, when I thought of this question, it was like the first book I thought of. I don't know why, but I mean, look it. You got your thumb out, you're hitching it, you're going on a journey. What better book could you pick? If you're not familiar with this, this is about some hitchhikers that hitchhike intergalactically in space, and it's just very comical, and the writing style is different. And it's just something that is fun and silly, and if you like sci-fi and comedy, it's definitely a book to pick up. So the next prompt is marking your territory. Name a book or series that you will always stand by no matter what. I'm actually going to name 2 series for this, and the first is going to be Deborah Harkness's All Souls trilogy. This is actually the 3rd in the trilogy. I absolutely love these books. I will always love these books. I can't wait to reread these, and I full-heartedly stand by Deborah Harkness's writing. I think it's so intelligent and spot on, and you just dive right into this world and you just don't want to leave it. Another series that I have to go with for this one is a series I read as a child, and that is the Chronicles of Narnia. And I know you're all thinking, Danny! That's a movie cover! Darn Skippy. I found this at a rummage sale for $1. I think I could swallow my pride. It's the full series for $1. I'm going to swallow my pride on this one. But Narnia is just a world that you want to be in, you want to live in, you'll never forget. So it's definitely a series that I stand by faux show. The next prompt is Digging Holes, a book that had some hidden secrets or had a big plot twist uncovered. So this one is kind of goofy because I couldn't really think of many, but this is a book that I recently finished, and the whole story, there's a bunch of different plots happening, there's a lot of different characters, and a lot of times things are revealed that were unexpected. So I'm going to go with Edward Rutherford's London. This is a chunkster of a book. I was reading this with, we just finished this last night, Laura and I, Laura from Book Bubbler, and there's just so many characters and they're intertwining and there's so many like evil plots that some of the characters do, and sometimes they don't come to fruition until later in the book, so there's definitely a lot of twists and turns in this book. If you are interested in the history of London, this is definitely a book you should read. It is all fictional, but it's based around real events, so it's a really good book. Next prompt is Stand By Me. Name a book or series that portrayed a very loyal friendship between its characters. Now I did another tag that had a similar question, so I used a different book, but for this one I'm going to try to pick another story, and the first that came to mind was actually Winnie the Pooh. So this is the world of Pooh, and of course everyone knows all of the characters in Pooh, but the friendship between Pooh and Piglet is just one that is so beautiful and cute. And then also the friendship between Christopher Robin and Pooh, I mean, you just can't get any better than that. So this is definitely a world that is full of friendships between many different characters and them as a whole as well. So it's one that I definitely thought of right away. Next prompt is Tug of War, a book you have very mixed feelings about. So I recently read this as a buddy read with Tara, who tagged me in this tag, and that is Devil in the White City by Eric Larson. Now, I liked this book, but I also disliked this book, and the reasons were there is just too little information about each side. So this is a book about the Chicago's World Fair and the serial killer H.H. Holmes. I really wanted more about each side. There was so little that I really just feel that they would have been separate stories as opposed to two kind of interwoven stories. And they really didn't touch one another other than they were happening at the same time. So I have mixed feelings because I really thoroughly enjoyed the information I was getting, but I wanted more. Next prompt is Treats, a book that you are super excited about and will reward yourself by reading it. So I found Jurassic Park at the thrift store for $3.99, and then it was half off of this. I can't believe it. I have never seen this out in thrift stores. I am so excited to read this book, and I will be reading this next year. Definitely stand by and watch for when I'm going to read it because I am so excited. This is definitely going to be a treat. I also bought the second one, so I'm really excited to finally read these books because I love the movie. Like, I watch it probably at least 4 times a year. It's ridiculous. I love the Jurassic Park movies. So now it's time to tag a few people. I've chosen a few of my fellow booktube friends who I know have a few canines. So the first on the list is going to be Scott and Nell, and I think it's Bryn is their dog's name, and she's so cute. She always sits up in Scott's lap and it's just like, she's so cute. Anywho, so Scott and Nell, please do this tag. I know that Aramis over at Aramoose, is that your channel name? Anywho, you should do this tag. I know you usually don't tag anyone when you do tags, and don't feel obligated to do this one, but your doggies are so cute too, so I wanted you to feel free to do this tag. And then Simon at Booktube with Simon, I know you have a little canine as well, so please feel free to do this tag. And then the last booktuber that I know for sure has a dog is Victoria over at A Musical Bookworm, so I'd love to see you do this tag and a few shots of your lovely doggies. I'll show you what Dwight's doing right now. He's literally laying by the door. Mommy, let me out.
Let me out. Dwight. Dwight. Good boy. Good boy. You're just a good boy.
Okay, so I should probably let him out now, but I hope you all are reading something great. You're taking care and staying safe. Until tomorrow, you know how it goes. Happy reading. Bye.
Don't you want to wear them? Yeah. Don't you want to wear them? Put the glasses on. Look at they look so cute on you. Here you go.